manage the other person when you are both people. You know,
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets. Substitution here for the Clippers. Bargnani is checked in for Jordan. Mike Scott comes in for Blake Griffin. Garrett Temple has checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Weber in for J.J. Redick. Houston also making some changes. Capella's checked in. The Mavericks sub in for Michael Beasley. So on the fourth. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And there's Maverick. And it's Jared Bayless. And it's Capella in at center. It's Ariza on the shot clock at 5. A 3 ball. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
There's the screen. Paul kicks to Bargnani. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Bargnani's got his first 2 points.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
And there's the pass to Maverick. Harden dishes to Ariza. Pass to Maverick. Houston needs to get a shot off. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding. They got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Yeah, it's a game of inches, and every play counts.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. 18 feet out. They get the rebound. Goes back up. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Bayless has got his second basket of the night. All against Ariza. Bargnani.
And how about the agility coming from the big man? I mean, that's not something we often see from him.
You know, it's never going to be, Greg, a 360 dunk when he goes up with it, but it will be 2 points. We do know that.
You know, you can sacrifice a little athleticism when you've got the size he does.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. You talk to Chris Paul, and it's clear he was born to play the point guard position. Vertically challenged. That's classic coming from Chris Paul. But, you know, seriously, Greg, he's taken. And we're through.
Hi, Kevin. I'm here.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side. And Los Angeles with some changes. Bargnani has checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Mike Scott comes in for Blake Griffin. And Garrett Temple subbed in for J.J. Redick. Houston also making some changes. Capella's checked in. The Mavericks subbed in for Michael Beasley. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Bargnani is out there with Scott. And it's Temple in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Maverick passes to Ariza. But Trey. And he gets it to go. Ariza's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Passes it to Temple. To the inside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree.
Rockets leading by 6. So on the floor for Houston. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Beasley out there with Maverick. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but they've been killing it from the free throw line tonight. Those points keep adding up as we go along.
And he can't hit the second. Clippers trail by 4. There's the feed to Paul. Kicks to Griffin. Rockets with the rebound. Beverly's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And that one is good by Beasley.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Paul kicks to Jordan. And Harden comes to help. And a wide open look for Jordan. Counted from 12.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Maverick, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And good on the basket. Booking. 6 points for Jamal Crawford.
He's in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
The drive by Jordan. Here's Griffin. Kicks it out to Crawford. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And it's Houston on the break. Harden's got the ball, and that one's good. Beverly.
This is what you love, guys. Superb defense. A great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Yeah, but you just can't afford to give up plays like that.
Temple is checked in for J.J. Redick. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Mavericks checked in for Michael Beasley. Harden the pass to Maverick. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Temple dishes to Paul. Pass to Griffin. To the paint. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Griffin goes in. He nails it. A little tied up.
Well, you know what? Griffin's got him falling in right now. That's for sure.
And it's Houston's ball. Harden the pass to Maverick. Kicks it out to Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Maverick, defended by Griffin. Just 4 to shoot. And the pass to Maverick. Shoots off the screen. Griffin with some nice D.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Out to the right wing. Here's Temple. Oh, off target.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
What? Well, if you love great competition and neck-to-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Blake Griffin. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after halftime. Gave him a big lift.
Is there anyone in the NBA who's more straight up scary than Blake Griffin?
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
It had to be tough losing a game like tonight's. How did it feel to not pull this one out?
It was bad. I mean, bad. That was our game, and it was sitting right there for the taking, and we threw it away. As you can see, I'm still worked up about it, to be honest. Coach had to calm me down in the locker room. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even come out here. Look, we just got to be better, and that's it.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
That kind of thing doesn't matter to me. As long as we're winning games, I don't care how much I have the ball in my hands. I really don't. The team comes first. You know that.
How is your relationship with the fans?
Oh, I love the fans. I mean, they're everything to me. Hearing them cheering, chanting my name, even holding up cutouts of my head sometimes. I mean, it's an unbelievable feeling. This team goes out there every night trying to win games for them. Trying to bring a championship back home for them. They feed what we do each and every game. And that's why I try to get out there and give back. Spend time with them when I can. Show my appreciation. I love the fans, man. I love them.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Portland as the Trailblazers go up against the Houston Rockets. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. And All-Star Weekend approaching, always a big stage, but how desirable is it today for players to be in a big market? Kenny, do you think that aspect is as important as it used to be?
No. When Miami Heat won the NBA championship, small market team, they're about 29th market. San Antonio Spurs win the NBA champions, small market team, below 30 in terms of U.S. cities. So, no, you just have to have guys want.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Portland, Oregon, as the Trailblazers take it to the hardwood. Trailblazers. Dudley comes in for Ed Davis, and it's Alan Crabb in for Al Farouk Aminu. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Maverick comes in for Michael Beasley. Moore is checked in for James Harden. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Patrick Beverly. So on the floor for Houston, Maverick in at power forward. Ejuan Moore is out there with Jared Bayless. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Lillard attacking. Here's Monty Eunice. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Monty Eunice has got his first 2 points of the night. Out left to the wing. Here's Maverick. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video, because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
And I'm still trying to figure out what happened to this kid, quite honestly. I mean,
an almost entirely new group here for Portland. Davis is checked in for Monty Eunice. Aminu comes in for Crabb. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Godlove. And Lillard subbed in for Ray McCallum. So on the floor for Houston, Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Beasley out there with Maverick. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Houston leading by 16. Pass to Maverick. Offline with the baseline jumper.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Takes it from 10. Portland again missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Good. Beverly's got 5.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Dudley. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Aminu, the pass to Davis. Nobody near Lillard. And the 3 off target.
Even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those. Those types of opportunities presented against your defense. And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Davis sets a screen. McCollum kicks to Davis. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half. Really getting after it defensively.
Portland shooting their first free throw. Both teams will make substitutions. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been in for Houston. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Moniunas out there with Davis. And it's Aminu in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Harden the pass to Maverick. Back to Harden. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
And here's Portland. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Maverick, he's in at power forward. Jared Bayless is out there with Etuan Moore. Then there's Howard. And it's Decker in at the 3 spot.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Maverick. And Davis pulls it down.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Houston.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Don't overlook the success they've had at the free throw line tonight either.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Alexander's checked in for Davis. And it's Noah Vonleh in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Vonleh. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidating.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. There's a screen. Moore with the steal. And now Moore pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Decker slams it in.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Beverly, the pass to Maverick. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Baby.
That's his first foul at the line for the Trailblazers.
That free throw good for Maverick. Corey Brewer's checked in for Dwight Howard.
When's the last time I hit the rim?
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Here's McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Portland. 3.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Just a little under the hand right in his face.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
To the middle. Elbow shot. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Beverly's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And it's 8 points for Freak.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's 2.
Down low, Alexander lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And Lillard kicks to Alexander. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
No good. And it's Houston the other way. Now Beverly passes it to Maverick. Back to Beverly. To the middle from 10 feet out. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And that's 10 points for Freak. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard outside. To the inside. The wide open look here for Vonleh. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And, guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
Greg, they've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping-off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Ariza. There wasn't much they could do.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Trevor Ariza. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. Okay, we're going to get up and down now. I need you all to compete at a high level. Coaches. Swish. Here we go. Get a good look. Good look. Good shot. Oh, gotta move. Go. Hey, yo, Corey. Come on now. Let's go. Howard. I'm up. Skip. Right side. Left ball. Here we go. Get it out. I got ball. I'm back. I'm here.
yo, Beasley!
No shot!
All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. And don't forget, meet in the film room at noon.
Hello, welcome everyone to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, as we'll see the best and the brightest young players in the NBA face off. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
Look at the Stars starting group. We've got Russell. Nash is out there with Johnson. And it's Dean in at the small forward.
And really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
There's the pass to Maverick. From 8. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And we haven't seen very much of him in the regular season yet, but there's no question he's got a very bright future ahead of him.
I agree with all of that. Even with limited playing time, his talent has been evident, and that talent is strong enough to have earned him a spot in this game. And that says a lot, considering he doesn't play a bunch for his team.
You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers. And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Now, here is Russell. No good on the triple. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star Week as well.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And now we'll go to DB, who had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
He spoke about what a fun time it's been getting to know the young stars who are part of the Rising Stars roster during this All-Star break. He said they are just wonderful individuals, and they have the drive to succeed. You'll be seeing them play in the All-Star game soon enough. I have to agree with them, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's Maverick following the score by the Stars. The Elites with another miss. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game. Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here's Nash. Following the miss by Freak, here's Dean. Goes back up, and Okafor with the block.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And it's blocked. Second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
You know, I know his NBA career is just starting out, but he has been logging some veteran minutes in the regular season.
Well, in his short time in the league, Greg, he's earned the full confidence of the coaching staff. They're not afraid to use him in any situation.
Teams deciding to change it up.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Maverick, he's in at the 4 spot. He's out there with Okafor. And it's Hazonia in at shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for the Elites. Here is Russell, following the basket by Freak. Nash, left side. It's stolen. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Here's Maverick, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Elites.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Stars trail by 6. Nash with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Up the floor. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Elite shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Now Russell. And they double up Russell. Here's Kramer. And that one comes up a bit short.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. And this run is getting out of hand right now. I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Yeah, up above 50% in terms of field goal percentage. They're on a roll.
And Nash gets double teamed. Johnson a wide open look, and again unable to change momentum here. Fires from 14, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And that's now 11 points for Freak.
Man, their offense is really cranked up in the second quarter.
And their field goal percentage shows that over 60 now. Tough to beat them when they shoot.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Leads ahead. And we're back. Once again, the spotlight on the talented first and second year players here in the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Stars, we've got Johnson. Nash is out there with Russell. And it's Dean in at the small forward. To the right side, here's Bacardi. Drops one in from the wing.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Inside. That one's good, and the Elite lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Johnson.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Passes it to Maverick. Here's Okafor, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's
the Stars trail by 19. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Plays it up and banks it in.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Elites lead by 17. And And we now return to the Rising Stars Challenge, a great night for young fans and the best young players in the NBA.
Oh, to be young and athletic. Just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
And for the Stars, they've got Towns. Porzingis is out there with Reed. And it's Gibbons in at the 1 spot.
Wow. What a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Checking in for your release. Kenny Johnson.
Now here's Towns to the inside. Out of bounds. The Elites take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head.
Russell, he's checked in for the Stars. So it's the Stars now. Tipped away. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Elites.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
1:51 left in the fourth. Nash dishes to Russell, and they double up Russell. Johnson attacking. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Russell kicks to Towns, dishes to Johnson. Johnson double teamed to the middle. Towns. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. And it's 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns. The Elites leading by 19 points. Pass to Hazania. There's the pick. There's the pass to Maverick. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by the Stars.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Great open look there.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Passes to Johnston. Here's Maverick. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Nash outside. And Nash gets double teamed. Dean passes to Towns. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Personal foul. At the line for the release.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Here's Maverick. That one's off. Still out of sync. So it's the Elites winning this one easily.
I can't say enough about how well all these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look? He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Well, as Dr. O'Neill predicted, I knew he'd be the star of the Rising Stars Challenge this year.
And that wraps up our coverage of the Rising Stars game here on 2K.
Listen up. We're good, but we could be better on the defensive end. Set it up. All right, fellas, let's change it up for a bit. How many threes can you make in a minute? Freak? All right, fellas, good practice. I need that same intensity out here consistently. The coaching staff will be around if you need anything.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Kings out in Sacramento. So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to the Clippers. They suffered an upset loss, perhaps a loss of focus, but you can be certain that won't be the case tonight. And with a little bit of time here before tip-off, I'll kick off a topic. Defense, as we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the hallmarks of a great defensive team.
Well, first there has to be an anchor in the back. And if you have an anchor in the back, then all of a sudden you can start with containing the basketball and denying those open lanes, because you know if they try to get to the rim, the anchor is back there. And after that, it's all about getting your hands up and making sure you contest every single shot.
And your anchor has to be a great communicator. He has to talk, help his teammates, make those extra plays like, hey, move, slide your feet, Ernie, pass the ball, give.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Welcome, everyone, to Sacramento, California, to a sold-out crowd at the home of the Kings. And, of course, Marco Bellinelli. This is their first game without him.
You know what the trade?
So for the Kings, they come in off the loss to Los Angeles.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And, guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Lets it go from 11. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Here's Maverick. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Harden comes to help. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. And he gets it to go.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
To the inside. Here's Maverick. And that one's good. Maverick's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Collison kicks to Scott. Stolen. And it's Houston on the break. Ball going up court. Moore passes to Maverick. The game now all time. Mavericks got 6 points.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Clock at 6. Here's Scott. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Rockets shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
And the Kings making a change here. Skola's checked in, and Paulie Stein throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Maverick. On the wing, Shumpert. It could go. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Kings lead by 4. And the first quarter. It's all tied.
All right, Sacramento.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need. The Kings making a switch here. Scott's checked in. Mavericks checked in for Houston. So on the floor for Houston. Maverick in at power forward. Harden out there with Iman Shumpert. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Howard in at the center. Maverick, good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 9 points for Freak.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
Scott missing again.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
To the middle, got a piece of it. The three, and the shot is good. Scott's got 11 points.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
The Kings trail by 5. Rondo kicks to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Thornton dishes to Cousins. Outside for Thornton. Okay, that's a 2-pointer, and that one goes long. Rockets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Now the pass to Maverick. Harden against Rondo. Here's Maverick. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Big Kings for the timeout. All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Cauley-Stein. And then for Sacramento, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Cauley-Stein. And it's Thomas Robinson in for Luis Scola. Houston also making some changes. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Capella. The Mavericks subbed in for Booker. Robinson at 4 with Cousins at the 5. Collison is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's Caspi in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Kicks to Cousins. At the elbow, it's Collison. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. No good from Caspi.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Rudy Gay's checked in for the Kings. Thornton comes in for Darren Collison. And they double up Rondo. Robinson. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And it's 7 points for Robinson.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Bayless the pass to Matt. Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Nobody back. That drops. Now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. And the basket by Thornton.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here's Harden. Puts it up from 12. It's in!
There's not a lot you can do when Howard is on like he is now.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rondo is doubled. And Cousins kicks to Robinson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Outside Rondo. Cousins. Yes!
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Here's Bayless. Good!
Kevin, that was so clutch. Now they really need a defensive stand.
There's 18 seconds left in the game. Ariza against Rondo. At the elbow, it's Robinson. It falls!
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden inside the three-point. Got it! Got it! What a shot!
Oh! And he wins it at the buzzer.
Wow, what a finish. What a remarkable way to close it out. Game time.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. He had it going on all game long, so when it came down to one shot to win the game, well, it was no surprise that he took it or that it was a game winner. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
He was like a second point guard out there for them. Accurate and on time with one pass after the other. It's no wonder he wound up with 11 assists. And with him passing the ball so effectively, it forced the defense into a lot of unusual rotations.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
All right, guys, bring it in. We're going to shift to some late game situational drills now. We need to do a better job of closing teams out late.
Come on, I got to shoot her, man. I got to get the rebound. Got to get it. Quick out.